Hello and welcome to the channel. If you're a history buff, then you need to buckle up for this whirlwind tour through 224 years of American history. We're going to explore how the United States transformed from a fledgling nation of 16 states in 1800 to the global superpower it is in 2024. This journey will be packed with territorial expansions, technological revolutions, social upheavals, and world-changing events. So let's dive into this great story of American evolution. All right, let's kick things off in 1800. The United States is barely out of its diapers with just 16 states and a population of about 5.3 million people. In 1803, President Thomas Jefferson makes a deal that'll change everything, the Louisiana Purchase. For a mere $15 million, the U.S. doubles its size overnight. We're talking about 828,000 square miles of land stretching from the Mississippi River to the Rocky Mountains. That's a lot of elbow room for a young nation. As we move into the 1820s and beyond, the U.S. is all about that manifest destiny life. In 1845, Texas joins the party as the 28th state after spending a hot minute as its own republic. This doesn't sit well with Mexico, leading to the Mexican-American War from 1846 to 1848. The Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo in 1848 adds a massive chunk of the Southwest to the U.S., including California, Nevada, Utah, and parts of Arizona, New Mexico, and Colorado. Tensions between free states and slave states are rising, setting the stage for a conflict that'll shake the nation to its core. The Civil War erupts in 1861, pitting North against South, brother against brother. It's a brutal, bloody affair that lasts 4 long years. Cities burn, families are torn apart, and over 600,000 Americans lose their lives. But in the end, the Union is preserved, and slavery is abolished with the 13th Amendment in 1865. Now you might think that's the end of the story, but oh no, we're just getting started with the fun times known as Reconstruction. From 1865 to 1877, the country tries to piece itself back together. The 14th and 15th Amendments are passed, granting citizenship and voting rights to African American men. But let's be real, the road to equality is long and bumpy, and we're still navigating it today. The Gilded Age and Progressive Era. As we roll into the late 19th century, the U.S. is going through some major growing pains. Railroads are crisscrossing the country. Cities are growing faster than you can say urbanization. Behind the shiny facade of progress, there's a whole lot of inequality, corruption, and social unrest. Enter the Progressive Era, where reformers start pushing back against the excesses of the Gilded Age. We're talking trust-busting, labor reforms, women's suffrage, the works. Oh, and let's not forget about our overseas expansion. In 1898, we pick up a few new territories after the Spanish-American War, including the Philippines, Guam, and Puerto Rico. Talk about a growth spurt, world wars, and Great Depression. The Roaring Twenties kick off with a bang. We're talking jazz, flappers, and enough illegal booze to fill the Grand Canyon. But the party comes to a screeching halt with the stock market crash of 1929, plunging the country into the Great Depression. Suddenly, we've got breadlines, Hoovervilles, and a whole lot of economic misery. Just when you think things can't get any crazier, World War II comes knocking. The U.S. tries to stay out of it at first, but after the attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941, we're all in. The next 4 years are a whirlwind of battles, technological advancements, and social changes. Women enter the workforce en masse. African Americans push for greater equality. Oh, and we've also developed this little thing called the atomic bomb. No big deal, right? Cold War and civil rights, welcome to the Cold War, folks. It's a time of spy games, space races, and enough nuclear tension to make your hair stand on end. The US and the Soviet Union are locked in a global struggle for supremacy, and everyone's picking sides. But while all this international drama is going down, there's a revolution happening right here at home. The civil rights movement is in full swing, challenging centuries of racial injustice. Oh, and let's not forget about the space race. In 1969, Neil Armstrong takes that one small step for man on the moon, proving once and for all that America's got the right stuff. Turbulent times and technological advancements. As we dive into the 1970s and beyond, things get complicated. The Vietnam War is dragging on, causing massive protests and social upheaval. We've got Watergate shaking faith in government. Personal computers start popping up in homes. The internet begins to weave its web. And suddenly we're all carrying around mobile phones that have more computing power than the spacecraft that got us to the moon. It's a time of rapid change, both socially and technologically, setting the stage for the 21st century. The new millennium and 9/11s. As we hit the year 2000, everyone's worried about Y2K, but spoiler alert, the computers don't revolt. Instead, we get something much more shocking. On September 11th, 2001, terrorist attacks shake the nation to its core, changing, well, pretty much everything. The US launches the War on Terror, sending troops to Afghanistan and later Iraq. Modern America, challenges and progress. And here we are, in the home stretch of our whirlwind tour. The past decade or so has been a roller coaster of highs and lows. We've seen the election of the first African-American president, the legalization of same-sex marriage nationwide, and incredible technological advancements. But we've also faced challenges like political polarization, racial tensions, and a global pandemic that turned our world upside down. Reflecting on 2 centuries of change. And there you have it, folks. 224 years of American history in about 15 minutes. We've seen a nation grow from a small collection of states to a global superpower, weathering civil war, world wars, economic booms and busts, and social revolutions. It's been a wild ride, and who knows what the next chapter will bring. One thing's for sure, if history's taught us anything, it's that America's story is far from over. As America continues to evolve, so does our channel. Hit like with fellow history enthusiasts, and subscribe to stay updated with our latest content. See you in the next video.